And welcome to Speed Gaming 2, where we've got Speed Gaming Live 2022, another match in the A Link to the Past randomizer tournament. If you were watching any of the other channels, you might already know I'm at Publiticus. Been doing a bunch today. And on double duty now with me is Vextiver. He's going to be comment and tracking, so shout us out in chat. We'll try to keep it all up to date. But thanks for tuning in. The match we've got for you is Daaanty and SirLinkalot. This is... if you remember the 2019 event, these two played to see who made it out of groups. They're in the same group again, who would have guessed, at the beginning this time. And we'll see, maybe it's this match that still ends up determining it, just not at the end. So who knows, but either way, it's going to be a ton of fun. But yeah, do you want to explain the mode a bit?
Hey, yeah, we've got basically open boots here with some harder item settings. We've got, I think, there's 3 shields placed. You're limited to fighter shield. Mm-hmm. There are 4 swords placed. You're limited to tempered. There are non-progressive bows, so silvers and bow separate. Mm-hmm. There's Sank Heart and then 3 additional heart containers.
It's 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah, very few heart containers.
Less heart containers, a whole bunch, like 32 heart
32 heart pieces.
32 heart pieces.
And we've seen that come in big with the refills a couple of times now in the matches I've seen it come.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking to a couple,
very interesting.
I was talking to a couple of runners. I think a couple of people have finished seeds at 6 hearts and stuff. 6 hearts green mail, man.
Yeah, having the health low, but also the
limited
good timing on the recharges too, where like Files on Laser Bridge being able to save, not doing the security door, just go to Trinex because he gets refilled. But yeah,
we're also limited to blue mail. That's the
blue
other
mail,
change.
the other one,
blue mail only.
Yeah, and of course, you already mentioned it, but it's worth repeating. The boots start, man. Just get you going.
So much fun. All right, we're going.
Oh yeah, speaking of getting going,
we're both Link's House starters.
Yeah. Grabbing that red roop. We're getting the common stuff out of the way. Yeah, we got our face cams here. Most of Link's face. We'll get there.
Oh, Daaanty going straight to Saha.
Interesting.
Oh, that's Linkalot, actually. My bad.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, right.
But either way, wonder if he caught a peek of the last one on SG1. Ended up being important.
Oh, we're getting bombs right away on Daanty's side out of the Uncle Checks.
All right. Yeah. And we're getting word that we do have help on tracking, so shout out to whosoever was picked. Didn't catch the name, but we appreciate you. Oh, I missed. We didn't get a chance to see the file names. We'll have to see on the save and quits.
Yeah, I didn't look.
Based on what Daanty's had, it looked like it was a combo of something.
All right, so we did get a bottle. Yeah, apparently
bottle. And we got all blue crystals
Saha.
in Light World.
Not tracking anymore.
Yeah.
All right, so we both end up at Saha at the same time.
Yeah.
One doing Uncle, one doing Saha. Seems to be about the same time for those checks, which I was not aware of. But yeah, that bottle might come in big though, because a lot of times in the Light World, I feel like in these seeds you end up, kind of going all over the place, checking pretty much everything, trying to get that Dark World access. And, it could be pretty big if you get it early.
Yeah, Sick Kid will be able to check off in Cat Rico, the thing I've seen a lot of runners doing too. Ooh,
4 bombs on the tier 1.
Very nice. Yeah.
All right, let's get the lumberjack.
But getting into Waterfall Ferry and seeing what the fairies give you, because the bottle's empty to start too, which almost entices you to do it. Oh, silver's on on a lumberjack.
Probably
so that's
not getting that.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide. Who knows? It might even just be convenient depending on what the setup is.
All right, looks like Daaanty not gonna know about that. I think Daaanty actually skipped the lumberjack check, right?
Yeah, I guess he did.
So
yeah.
So I believe Daanty's skipping the lumberjack. So maybe at the end of the game it actually could come in that Daaanty ends up doing some little extra checks, trying to look for silvers.
Cameras are switched. That's why we keep
the cameras are switched down. The face cams are switched. We were very confused.
You're seeing Daaanty on the right in the image, his feet on the left, or maybe the names are switched.
Maybe the names are switched. Yeah, I actually have no idea.
Oh wait, Daaanty runs Pug, so the nameplates.
Yeah, the nameplates are switched.
Okay, sorry about that. To do that tech live, but all right, Kane in Thieves' hut, and so we'll keep going. I mean, unless they're really throwing us for a loop.
Yeah.
But it's Money and Love and the King of Samaria so far going on.
Daaanty basically had that lumberjack check, or the lack of, or I guess Linkalot ahead the lumberjack check. And Daaanty did Zaha first.
Yeah.
Which I did say Daaanty originally.
Yeah.
I looked at the nameplate and I was very confused. Yeah, Daaanty runs the puck. Daaanty's the puck.
Yeah.
He's actually got a nice shirt that if you ever if you see it in the face cam, he's got a team shirt from his league team.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
All right, so we got that worked out. And
Oh, there's a sword in the well. That's nice to have, especially with the boot start. Sometimes the boot start can get it's very nice, and then you don't have a sword and you're running into stuff, and it's just annoying.
Yeah, 3 hearts, eat
Glove.
a couple crabs.
There's the glove. We gave us plenty of money, so we've got tons of money.
Yep.
So no one's missing the glove.
Time to go to Zora, right?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I think there's a lamp.
Yeah.
I think Dante's mask that he's wearing at the live event here is he's got like a mask cover that has Zora's face on it, like spitting something out.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be a hammer, and you either know or you don't. But lamp there in Chicken Hut, so that's gonna get it was picked up by Link already.
Yeah, so here's Dante's sick kid check coming up here in a second. Linkalot can't do that yet, not having been for the bottle. Oh, it is going to matter.
Ooh, yeah.
That fire rod on Sick Kid, that's kind of huge.
Yeah, that could be the fire we have for a while.
Yeah, we can actually see it on Dante's face.
Yeah.
The smile. Yeah, that's... Dante's not wanting to see a bottle anywhere near here.
Yeah,
so, no blind check in race game. Just going to check it. 10 arrows, don't need them. I think there were 10 arrows on library as well. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to the mountain.
Yeah, got the gloves, got the lantern.
Oh, no, we're going to the back of escape.
Oh, yeah, true. We got the glove. And then we'll go to the mountain. We don't
have to go to the mountain.
Yeah.
We'll go South Shore, I think.
Yeah.
For some reason, I forgot about back of escape. I try to put it out of my mind, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we get in the back of escape here. All right. We saw a map and a bug net, so no small key. So that's some information.
Yeah.
Daaanty following that up here with the back of escape check. And now we are actually, I think, probably going to the mountain. You know what else we could do?
Yeah, we'll see which way it turns. Yeah. I mean, Shore is on the table. The Saha check would benefit him greatly if he follows it up with the Sick Kid turning quickly.
Yeah, if we don't need.
Oh wait, when I'm saying the fire we get, we already have the lamp.
Yeah, that kind of makes it a little worse. Yeah. I think the knowing that the fire rod is okay, so Linkalot is going to get the silver's information, so none of that.
Yeah. And now we could end up, since we have the 3 blue crystals in the light world, it could end up that we get Pendant Turtle Rock and Pendant Skull Woods again. And that fire rod might not mean anything, which is interesting too.
So Linkalot is going to get the 2 checks that we can get currently on the mountain.
Yeah.
While Dante's going to do the standard South Shore play.
Yep. Chest turn. Yeah, call out the important stuff.
Exactly. It's a very useful chest turn there. That's a whole frame.
Yeah. Not a frame saved or anything. It's just a frame that happens.
Yes. And it's swaggy.
Yeah.
Got to see the cute pug face.
Yeah. They're having fun up here. That's the important part. And we're also having a hammer. Yeah.
Let's see we'll probably heal here at Old Man. No. We're risking it.
Yeah. Oop, eat your cabbage. Dang. That's rough.
I guess you could just save and quit.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you that much time. We are going to commit to this. And so Daaanty did go left after the hammer. We had to grab the hammer, so you're kind of already over on the left side of the dam. So,
but honestly, when it comes to getting to Agina and checking Desert Ledge early, which I missed if he checked it, assume he did.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, to help us out in chat. But that'll be interesting to see what ends up coming up that way.
All right, we see a bombos on Spectacle Rock. And a bow. Oh, good. No looking for those progressive bows that can be so non-progressive bows, sometimes the bow just ends up in really strange places, and you end up double dipping eastern pod area stuff, and it's just kind of nice to not have to do that. We actually have full clear pod now, logically, once Linkalot heads over to the hammer in the sunken treasure spot.
Yeah. Like
basically, once we get into the dark world.
Yeah. Granted, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and Ameldorm decided he didn't want to fight no more.
Yeah, non-progressive bows, I feel like a lot of the time you end up double dipping pod or eastern. None of that today, luckily. So Linkalot gonna go. Looks like get that bottle, finish eastern.
Yeah, he's got that going for him too. And Quake Medallion coming out of South Shore. Linkalot's gonna get there eventually, but at least for now, it's a difference.
See how much water walking, if any, Daaanty decides to go with. Oh, and we got blue mail as well, and I didn't even notice.
Oh yeah, with the custom sprites, sometimes I'm just a step behind with that.
I mean, custom sprite, it is blue.
Yeah. Well, I mean
it could have started blue.
The B on the last one was blue. We didn't notice for like an hour.
The B turns blue.
Yeah, the B sprite. It's great. But anywho, Daaanty killing the crabs. Gonna take himself a walk here. Go visit good old Uncle Zora. But probably, well, no, going straight to Zora, yeah.
Yeah, so no hobo. Without the Moon Pearl, you'd have to
you need
set up the
double
fake
charge.
Do the double charge, set up the fake flipper early. And I like to do that, I think, when I play. In the mirror, that's a nice item to find.
Yeah, it's huge. And we do get the bottle check. Again, a quick swap, you're right here. Got a moat full of bees, I guess. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this makes, depending on whether pod is a pendant or a crystal. Like, if pod's a crystal, this is going to be really nice. It's going to be like, hey, go here, Daaanty, once you find the pearl. Because hopefully Daaanty has access. Although it seems like Eastern has to have some sort of progression at this point.
Yeah, and we're about to find out with Linkalot here. Because Zora just gives you a diminishing return.
I think Eastern's the last thing we have left that we haven't checked. And no Master Sword yet, so no Aga. I guess we haven't done front of Hyrule Castle either.
Yeah, it's true. Dive down, escape. So. Yeah, we'll see which one of these plays comes to pay off. Right now, Linkalot can get through this crystal at least, though.
Yeah, so Linkalot's time is not wasted here, no matter what happens. And those flippers now confirming that, we'll get our mirror probably after the South Shore checks. I'm sure that's going to be right after Eastern. So Daanty's going to go ahead and go into Hyrule Castle here and finish. The other advantage that I think, say we don't get Moon Pearl out of Eastern Palace, and it really is an Agassiz, so we get Cave or Master Sword, Linkalot will be able to single dip Hyrule Castle area and just pair Aga in with it if it comes to that.
And he could leave Daaanty with the interesting choice. If the item that gives you that Aga access turns out to be down here, do you just bother with it now?
Yep, so
3 in Eastern's not bad, especially when it's a crystal, but it's like you could do it later with Pod, right?
Yeah,
unless you end up avoiding Pod, so there's just some unknowns on the table.
Yeah, so hopefully Daaanty realizes that the small key has to be in Dark Cross, given the item placements. So
you had a runner definitely express his realization after the fact earlier.
That's kind of the one of the best parts about being live and having the face cams is
absolutely
when you know something's about to happen. It's real
what's
funny.
Gonna do?
All right, so nothing yet in Eastern Palace. Yeah. So we've got this Zelda cell check, and then we've got Eastern Palace. One of these two things basically has to be, or Hobo has to be.
Oh yeah, it could be Hobo, right? Yeah, we
has to be our progression
that for now. Yeah.
So we're gonna find out either on Armos Nights or here in the back of. Well, actually, I don't even know if we've gotten all 3 items out of Eastern. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, just a blue rupee down there.
So maybe Armos Knight or Hobo, I guess, for the probably the Pearl, right?
Yeah, gotta be one of them.
I guess you could get Shovel Book, whatever, but
Yeah, right. And always or
Aga
items
access.
leading to.
Or Aga access, yeah. So
Yeah,
Daaanty gonna go get the bow and the glove, or not glove, bow, and yeah, probably end up doing Aga.
Yeah.
Not Aga, Eastern. So yeah, we already got all the items out of Eastern. So Hobo.
Yeah.
Hobo it is.
Interesting too to skip it, but again with the water walk charged, yeah, you just want to get it moving. Or Eastern.
Yeah, I usually bomb myself. I'll bomb myself every time without the Pearl and without flippers. Now we'll have flippers on Linkalot's side, so Linkalot will go do South Shore into Ice Rock Cave.
Oh, you know what? And Daanty's up items on this Death Mountain check. He's gonna go to her.
Oh yeah, because we do.
And then cross the bridge. Yeah. We were thinking of it from Linkal's point of view, but
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost all that in the nameplate confusion, right? But Daaanty does kiss the uncle, which, based on SirLinkalot's fate, is wise, as there should be cabbage coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, and so if Daaanty gets Moon Pearl up on the mountain, or in Hera, then he'll know that flippers are somewhere over in Eastern Palace. I think that confirms it pretty much, because that would be your mountain access.
Yeah.
Either that or hookshot, right? Yeah. Something would be in Eastern. Not gonna hover. I am surprised. I thought it was gonna hover Spec Rock.
Yeah. Right. To be fair, the cost for failure on that one's pretty high.
Yeah, I don't try it.
Yeah. End up in that totally different passage.
So Linkalot is skipping.
But he's just saving it for the second time.
Yeah.
On the way back.
Yeah, so Linkalot did skip out on Nagina for now, which is gonna save a little time if we never have to end up there.
Yeah. Daaanty will pick up Bamos. Because who knows? Might need it. We get the full check. We got 5-6 on Pod and Turtle Rock. Pendants were Ice, Skull, and I didn't see the last one. Yeah. Hopefully our tracker got it. Yeah, Daaanty gonna grab a crystal here. Third pendant was Swamp, according to Sailor Nep. Thank you for that.
All right.
Yeah, and was it green was Ice? Yeah.
All right, All right, well, we do have I guess always with that pendant Swamp and already having the mirror, you always have the possibility of a hover seed.
Yeah. Yeah, hookshot now potentially out of logical requirements to get your crystals.
All right. So we are going to do the water walk on Linkalot's side. I imagine we go to Hobo, because with the flippers, it's in logic. So.
Yeah.
I don't know that Daaanty saw Highlight Island, but it's dead anyways with the Blue Ruby. Have we gotten one item so far out of Hera? Probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I told myself I was going to be better about counting and batting 1,000.
So here's Hobo, just 10 arrows.
Yeah, so it's going to be up here on the mountain with those extra items. So
Daaanty will probably, once we get our Moon Pearl, which we're on a progression over to our Moon Pearl. Daaanty will be able to do Pod Eastern right away.
Yeah,
has everything we need to do it. So I'd imagine that'll be the first play. Maybe Hype gave into that, unless we get missed access, and then we cry. Not sure if that was the second item or the first.
Yeah, we do have the key, so we get the verification on whether or not he dives. Yeah, mirror for Link now.
We'll see it from Link shortly.
Yeah. Oh, sad.
Thank you, Mr. Dead Rock. Dead Rock's the best enemy in the game. They're great.
Another blue rupee on the island there.
All right, so now we got a bunch of checks. We'll check Spiral Cave, and then we'll get all the checks over in Paradox. And so see how much stuff we get. We know we're getting something. I think we'll see if Linkalot decides to go down check Agina before going up the mountain, but I imagine that we're going mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Haven't done castle yet either.
True, yeah.
I always find in a 1v1 race, the front of Hyrule Castle is such a contentious check. Like, there's a set of checks, right? If your opponent does it and you don't, you can get really burned by the early sphere checks.
Yeah. But if they do it and you don't and nothing was there, you're like, ha ha ha, yeah.
And so, yeah, no,
yeah, the fourth pendant dungeon, as it were.
Yeah, it always feels really bad when you lose to it. But all right, so the book, oh no.
There we go.
And the mitts. All right,
okay.
so there's Dark World.
Yeah.
Well, we are not Dark World. We still have the Moon Pearl. So I guess we're going.
Well, yeah.
I guess we're going to desert.
Yeah.
Wow. King's Tomb first.
Yeah, yeah. One of those checks that gets real early with a boot start.
Linkalot still hasn't made it over to the Sick Kid yet for the Fire Rod either.
It's true. Hasn't come up for anything just yet, but
Yeah, not really gonna matter. Now, would you consider doing Super Bunny without the pearl? Like
Yeah.
up here getting mitts and Paradox?
oh yeah, I mean if you're grabbing them all, it basically runner to runner, like depending on how much you really want to keep track of whatever you end up finding there in terms of what that means for the logic. But like it's called Super Bunny Cave for a reason. You just get the glitch for free by going in.
I almost don't like it in this case just because of the fact that you have boots, and you definitely have boots. You can do it faster later.
Yeah.
So it's a play you can make, and it's a fun play.
Yeah.
But,
and yeah, if they were, I think it's maybe better if you were somehow staring a little further down like an Agaseed, but also knowing the silvers are up there, you're like, I wouldn't even mind if it turned out to be, you know?
Yeah, so Daaanty gonna go ahead and finish Eastern Palace and get the flippers. Maybe go check Hobo before Desert, but
yeah, because as we saw for Link, he was swimming around pretty well earlier.
yeah. So we're gonna trade checks here.
Yeah. Just running them back.
I love the Zora bunny sprite. That's great.
Yeah, right. Go from Mifa to River Zola.
We might want the Mambo's tablet or medallion.
Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, huh? And that book being where it was.
Yeah, we don't have a
You
master.
almost want to. Oh yeah, no Master Sword.
No master
yeah,
sword,
yeah.
but you could check it.
Yeah.
But that seems like a lot of time.
Yeah, a
to
lot of
run
work
over
for that.
there.
I was forgetting Master. Yeah. Thinking about medallions.
Tablets. That's because I said tablet.
Yeah, I'm getting all mixed up. But yeah, huh?
Yeah, so Daaanty didn't do the basement of Hera, right? And we didn't know we didn't notice the check at the top, so it's the not the big chest, but the I guess the vanilla compass chest is the one that I didn't notice, and so I don't know if there were two items or not. I know the big chest is a small key, but we'll see really shortly whether or not the basement matters.
Yeah.
So there is an item there.
Yeah. So no basement.
No basement. Linkalot not gonna bomb jump, gonna get this vanilla away.
Yeah. I mean, falling down
It is a
there
punishing fall.
Yeah, it's a real pain.
Daaanty continuing on in Eastern Palace, gonna get the really fun vanilla big key, of course.
Yep. Check's such a pain.
Here's. I think overall now Daaanty has a slight lead, just on checks done.
Yeah. Because Link still hasn't gotten to the other side of the mountain. There's a lot to do there. While Daaanty is just a couple rooms from a boss that should be pretty quick.
Daaanty has Hobo isolated, but that's it.
Yeah.
Someday we'll find that Moon Pearl. It's kind of dragging us along. You're just like, all right, we're gonna open up the whole game, and then every single check you do, you're like, all right, the game's gonna open up, and then
surely this will
here's
be
the
something.
book.
All right, that is technically something. I should have been more specific. No. Sneaking the shots in there. 24 arrows going into this. Should be fine.
I think it's 18.
Yeah.
No, he missed an arrow. I think he's 1 arrow short on the final. Oh, you know, he got it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Daanty's going to be the first one here to new checks for us.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like every single light world feels like this. No matter what you do, you feel like you never just get
especially when we're just
Dark
like staring at it like, what's going to happen next?
And then it feels bad the whole time you're doing it. But then you get another seed where you get Dark World access in Kakariko, and you're like, well, do I just go into Kakariko or not? And so that actually feels just as bad, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the wealth of options can be overwhelming.
You totally could Super Bunny into Ice Palace in the seed.
Yeah, I mean, the mirror early with like all the other weird access points.
Yeah, I mean, Ice Palace actually wouldn't be a super. I mean, besides the fact that it would be difficult on 5 hearts.
Yeah.
But Ice Palace isn't a terrible play. Oh, and there's a Master Sword in Desert. Okay, we're gonna have access Pyramid Ledge for the move roll.
That might be the thing.
So bad.
I like having boots early for a Desert Palace, right? You get to the torch and you're just like, all right, well, what's there? Cool. Instead of having to remember it and come back.
Yeah, the Pearl, that's bad. If Desert has nothing, then it really is just an Agassiz that we had a massive chain to get to the Master Sword on a visible check.
Yeah. It's like, yep, there it is. Come get it. Yeah.
That's funny.
And we got the calls to return to Ether Tablet after Desert Edge.
Oh, jeez. Before Aga.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
I mean, if only there was something you actually needed for it. I mean, like, you'd always be like, all right, I mean, I guess that's next, right?
No, I mean, that is actually a funny call because, I mean, do you do Aga and hope that you make up a little bit of time because you will have silvers, I guess, technically, because you know they're on Lumberjack, so it's not completely worthless to just go do it. Yeah,
I mean... it's another one influenced by the boot start because like, oh well, and I can definitely just go hit the tree when I'm done. Whereas a lot of times you'll see like, oh, that item, it's a fetch quest or something that would just be nice, but if you don't have the boots, who cares?
That is actually an interesting thing though, because I hope we just get Moon Pearl and Desert.
Yeah,
I would be sad for them.
I've said it a million times.
Oh, no.
The Aga run, I mean, you get some execution to show off there, but it seems kind of boring.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So it's either Ether Tablet or Aga, right? So it's Pyramid Ledge or Ether Tablet.
I think so, unless we're forgetting something again.
Which I don't think we are.
I think we're good.
Oh no!
Yeah. you gotta do them.
That's so gross. I think I might even go Ether Tablet first. Because, jeez.
Well,
Aga takes so long.
I think the only thing you can do up there really makes it worth it is the Pearl.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill
or the item that goes that way anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill Desert Palace here.
Yeah.
On Daanty's
Obviously gotta handle ammo first. Yeah.
Yeah, with Meyer being a pendant or with Meyer being a crystal, you could skip this and just go ahead and try to like get everything else, knowing that it's not an item.
Yeah.
And just getting it with your Meyer checks, or Meyer clear.
It's true.
But there's nothing hurting you from just doing it now.
Yeah.
Other than I think Daaanty actually had to run all the way back from the item check, or mirrored and then ran back to the left entrance.
Time for a boss fight.
Have the fire rod shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. Obviously shooting a little faster than the ice rod.
Right, there we go.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. All right, we got another crystal. So we've somehow cleared all of the Light World dungeons and still have no Moon Pearl.
Yeah, geez, the vanilla game's not even that mean, right?
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
The seed's great.
Good game. Good video game.
All right, so Daaanty is gonna. I don't know. Are we doing Aga? Or are we doing? Yeah, we're doing Aga.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, technically they both only really open one item, right?
Oh, no, Dante's doing Hobo first.
Oh, true, true.
Daaanty did an isolate Hobo, so we're gonna do Hobo, and then we're gonna decide whether or not to do Aga or.
It just feels more natural for it to end up being down the Aga chain.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly though, you got to think about it, because right now with no flute, your choices are Pyramid Ledge, which is behind the entirety of Aga, or Ether Tablet, which is just behind the climb up to Ether Tablet, right? And so you save so much time.
It almost sounds ridiculous to be like, yeah, do the Ether climb, but it is technically quicker.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Especially depending on how many blue balls are, because you could possibly avoid it, right? And so Daaanty is going to make that call to go up to Ether Tablet, and I think that's probably the
ultimately
better.
It's the time one. Yeah.
It's just this is much less punishing if you to do than it would be to just rush Aga.
And if this is directly Moon Pearl, you run across the bridge again and get some checks in while you're up here.
And if Daaanty, former main tournament champion Daaanty, feels like he has the execution advantage, then maybe doing this check, feels great.
Yeah.
Over trying to do Aga.
Yeah. Which just takes for gosh darn ever.
But nothing feels great at this point in this seed.
Yeah, this has been...
All right, let's see what it is. What do we got?
A little bit bountiful at first, and then it was just like, by
shovel,
the way,
please be shovel.
Pinch.
Oh gosh, it really is Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah. I suppose it's got to be.
Incredible.
But yeah, I guess this is fitting for a grudge match. Just
it really
knock
is.
down, drag out,
I think both
narrow
runners,
the calls.
I think both runners after this are going to have a grudge against the seed.
Yeah, right. That's what it's about, emotional transfer.
Oh, you know what? This Lambo fight's actually going to cost a lot of time for SirLinkalot, because Linkalot never got sick kid for that fire rod.
For the fire rod, yeah, actually, that's a great point, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Lambo fight without a rod and with just Master Sword, if you're not going to do the NMG bow strat, then it is a lot longer.
Yeah.
You can...
Yeah, and that bow fight can get out of hand if you're not terribly practiced on it.
Yeah.
Even if you are, sometimes the RNG is loyal.
Yeah. I mean, technically you can do it in a 2-cycle. I think that you could do it in a 1-cycle in a very, very rare cases at specific RNGs, but 2-cycle is, usually could be achievable, but 3 is probably the most practiced, very practiced NMG runners can do it in at least 3 cycles, almost every RNG. But now we get to watch the amazing Aga Tower climb twice.
Yeah.
So that we can bunny walk over and grab the Moon Pearl. Which I think it actually I guess it could be the shovel or the flute.
Yeah, any number of items that open the chain, basically.
Just shovel and flute.
Yeah.
Right, because flute.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's nothing really else to really get it.
Yeah, flute.
Or mushroom.
Or mushroom.
Yeah, and powder.
Basically,
all the fetchy stuff.
All the fetchy stuff, which hopefully that's what we get, because at this point you just want it to be terrible for the good viewing pleasure of everybody watching, right?
I mean, it's certainly not fun for the runners at this point. So,
like, when I'm a runner, if I'm a runner on like a restream or something, and you're playing and you know the seed is just terribly awful, and you know that there's almost no, gaming the seed in a way that gets you there faster, getting like letting it be as bad as possible. I just for everyone's benefit.
Right,
I'm just like, look, let it be terrible, let everyone have a good time but me. At least somebody's enjoying themselves.
Yeah. And even when you're playing to win the prize and everything, it's like, all right, well, he's playing the same seed, so
Yeah.
if it's bad for me, it's bad for him.
Yeah, so now we're going to get the fire rod.
And there's probably some amount of relief, like realizing, oh yeah, this pinches down to Aghanim, which means it does that for him too.
So we're going to get fire rod, and then we're going to be basically an Aga Tower climb ahead for Daaanty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like almost exactly, right?
Yeah, he's about to enter the fight. He's about to get back to his file select.
All right. How many blue balls today? What do you think?
It's usually like 3, right?
Usually. Let's give them none. Give them none.
Yeah.
They've suffered enough.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a 1. Oh, that was neat. Little boom dash.
Or we still have 1. Or was it 2?
I think just 1, but I might have
I
missed.
stopped paying attention. I fall asleep sometimes when people are killing Aga.
I told you, like, for me, it's not as much fun to watch.
I think it was just 1.
Yeah, just 1.
I do appreciate the execution that goes into doing the Aga climb, though. I mean, I think those rooms are actually pretty fun, and you do a lot of them.
I'd like the Aga 1 climb better if it had an Aga 2 fight at the end of it. And Daanty's not even going to preview.
What is it? There's the moon pearl.
The direct path. We got the pearl.
All right, now we're probably going to go straight over to pod.
Yeah.
We're already there.
Yep.
I guess now is a pretty good time to check catfish, really, though, because you can always save and quit right back to the top of the pyramid.
That's true. You got your mirror on you, so it'll let you do it.
Because now catfish is kind of gross.
Yeah, no,
but we can full clear pod, so you.
Yeah, it's true. One to the other.
You can always save and quit.
If somehow we were actually later in the seed at this point, I think that it makes a ton of sense. But yeah, for now, bunch of items over here.
Yep, and we have Mitz access in the Dark World. But I think you probably save and quit after pod and then go to Hype Cave and take the south route to Village of Outcast. I think that's probably the play. Get you Hype Cave, it gets you all the south checks. You have Mitz, so you can.
Yeah, work your way up, mirror again when you get up to Lumberjack and get on with it.
Grab your silvers because you deserve them after this.
Yeah, right. but wait, there's Ganon teleports.
I think that we'll see what Daaanty decides to do here, but I'd imagine that saving and quitting and going south to Hype Cave and taking the south route might be the clearest play. You could just go into Ice Palace.
Yeah.
You got a full clear Ice Palace as well, so.
Yeah. And we'll see what else he finds in here, too, because that could end up kind of leaning in one way or the other.
Ice Palace is a green pendant, though, so you probably don't go there yet.
Yeah.
If you really want to make the play because you feel really behind, you could go into Ice Palace. But.
Yeah, hopefully one of the 5 items in here is a good hint of someplace to go.
We get an excellent Mimics room from Daaanty.
Yep.
Look, I'm actually surprised that. Oh well, he couldn't hover. That's right. We didn't get a small key. I think we saw him in the bug net. There we go. Linkalot playing to the fans.
Yep. Always fun. That'll be his last blue ball.
What do we have in pod today?
Wouldn't you like to find out? Smack the helmet.
I mean, at the very least, we have a crystal, so.
Bong the opening. Yeah, I mean, gonna be required either way.
See if Linkalot muscle memory is checking the pyramid ledge, or if we're just gonna go grab it. Oh. Losing the frames.
Shucks. Gets a nice long map check in. And we're looking to yump on Danny's side. Setting up just so.
There we go.
Drops the bomb and waits.
Powder.
Powder. Oh.
Amazing. Alright, I think... And there's a tempered sword. Everyone, I feel like you always feel comfortable whenever you finally get the tempered sword. You're just like, alright, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. I'm gonna have silvers.
Yeah, you're gonna be pretty well equipped for this. Once the health catches up, anyway. But plenty of time to find a billion.
We got
pieces.
6 heart green mail. We're good to go.
Blue mail. Again.
Blue mail.
Yeah,
6
I know.
blue
It's
mail.
somehow way too easy to miss. It's right there.
I mean, these sprites aren't even the hard ones. They like actually start green and turn blue.
Yeah, right.
They literally put on blue mail.
Yeah. And speaking of hearts, Daaanty gonna take a little bit to grab some health there on the left side. Put the cane to work on the right. And get questions about the mode again in chat. It's kind of like an open boot start with some other item restrictions in. Basically, they're not going to get higher than Tempered Sword now. Daaanty found a 3rd sword in pod. Technically, there's another sword placed somewhere. It will convert after the 3rd one's picked.
20 rupees, I think.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, as the sword will go to that. There's 1 shield placed. Or 3 shields placed, you can only grab one of them. The rest of them turn to like blue rupees or something like that. But basically, if you see an odd number of rupees in the seed, it's because all of those things that would have been something else were already got. But basically, to kind of simulate the hard item pool and, you know, just make it that much more competitive. The other big one ends up being a non-issue in this seed. Because they've been forced through Aghanim, but we have our silvers as a separate item, not a progressive bow on Lumberjack in the seed. And so at some point, they'll go claim those.
Yeah, I think that the time it takes you to mirror and grab it is always going to be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even just for killing Vitreous alone.
Yeah.
Just to make it easy.
Yeah, because that's another one that at least can be a resource drain. While Daaanty's taking care of a fight that, if you do it just a little wrong, can really hurt. But down goes Helma.
Alright. So pod was just the tempered sword, looks like. Right?
Yeah.
And powder. We got powder.
That's true. That could be big.
Now we're both going to get it here.
Yeah.
I think pod was for sure the obvious play. I think, like I said, I think a save and quit to the South Dark World route over to Village of Outcasts is probably the best play.
Definitely gets the seed sort of back onto like regular track.
But no, we're gonna save and quit from the Light World here, I think, and probably go Sank and go in through the Myths portal.
Could be.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you
might do the same thing you were thinking of with Mirror in hand, doing the Smith chain. In the meantime, being able to drag the purple chest back down is kind of nice, especially just getting powder.
That's true.
It's just another thing you can check off in the neighborhood.
That's true. I mean,
yeah.
Right now we've got a clearable Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Clearable Skullwoods, but that's just a regular pendant, so we'll see what happens there. See if we decide to check the front of Skull.
Yeah, there's a certain Dunka that would say you will never skip Skullwoods, but Daaanty's going to at least delay just a tiny bit, it looks like.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think going the south route up forces you to know whether or not Skullwoods is something. Right? You'll have all the other items, and then you'll be like, all right, I need to go clear Pendant Skull because there's nothing left, right?
Yeah.
And so you kind of get a little information doing it that way. But really, in a boot start, if the items are just on the way and you rush all your crystal dungeons and they all have items that you need, and it's just all crystal dungeon stuff, then you can just smoke anybody that's being thorough.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see which way ends up playing out here. For now, SirLinkalot making his way, gonna go fight the Helmus Wall. In equal need of health to Daaanty at the time. Daaanty deftly dashes about Thieves Town.
Daaanty definitely dashes.
Yeah.
Some alliteration.
For sure. I bring it up probably every seed I commentate, though. I just love boots in here. It's just great. She's like, oh, Zigzags are scary. Not when you just run through them.
I think like the extraordinarily good Thieves Town splits for people are like 659s. Like it's like sub 7 is crazy. 70X is really good. So Thieves Town is just so quick. And the room strats are interesting. They're pretty optimized.
Yeah.
This is probably the most famous one in the next room, the Hellway dash, which is kind of RNG dependent. You kind of have to hope they don't get in your way.
Yeah,
you're not on the pixel.
Yeah, but that's all right. Stop and adjust. Oh, I almost snuck through the stars, dang. I'm surprised it took that long for the hit the register. It felt like he was totally sandwiched.
I think the room that Daaanty just did with the hammer, the switch, and the block at the same time, and then starting your dash is one of the most satisfying rooms in Thieves Town to do quickly. Like, it just feels good.
Yeah. Well, because that's a room that if you do it wrong at all, it turns into a giant mess. You're all covered in spikes.
Yeah, alright, so nothing so far in Thieves Town. Daaanty only checked, I think he only checked chess game before.
Yeah, I think so.
I have no idea how that spin did not hit the Hello Sorry.
Yeah, he's fickle. But Linkalot survives. He's going to nab himself one of his 5-6.
That is correct. That is a 5-6.
Yeah, and still at least one item off of being able to figure out Turtle Rock. Could be we need ether for it.
Yep. We are going to need that ice rod this seed, which is everyone's favorite item to look for.
Yep.
Especially given that most of our crystals are completed already.
Yes, we're actually pretty far along for 45 minutes, but there's a couple of key pieces missing here. To be honest, I forget if, and maybe we already saw, but does Linkalot hover, do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Because, Daaanty, obviously.
Yeah,
saw him
Daaanty
earlier.
definitely will.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he does.
He probably. A lot of runners in this tournament, I think, actually can.
Yeah, well, because especially if you come down to what we were pointing out earlier, I think you mentioned it specifically with Swamp Pendant, your hookshot might not be crystal required. And if you can have it not stopping you finishing the game.
The blind script, we're off of it.
So, on Daanty's screen, no way.
Daaanty smiling a little bit.
Yeah, just oops.
Daanty's the kind of guy that likes to go off script, you know.
Yeah. But hookshot there off a blind, so
no hovering today.
Yeah.
That does open Swamp Palace up.
It does.
Unfortunately,
and there are 6 items in there, and that is super annoying.
Very excited about having to maybe do Swamp Palace.
Yeah, especially when it's a pendant.
I would not be.
Yeah. Or
Daanty's
like a regular pendant as opposed to the green, because if you get 7 items, that's the threshold. Then it's fine.
I think you're right. From Daanty's side, I think you're right. He's probably gonna grab Smith and head south and get all the way to Bombo's tablet. And so we'll get Hype Cave and
with book, sword, and mirror in hand. It's like you can just do this entire thing, and there's our ice rod. So we're doing fine. We're doing just fine.
That's nice.
Those are all spots that Linkalot is definitely gonna check. So. Just a matter of when he decides to get over there. And I really don't think they're going to end up with reasons to go into TR before reasons to do Village. I mean, mostly because Linkalot's on his way there now.
No, like one... I mean, I guess TR is the obvious play for Daaanty.
At the very least, you can get the medallion information. The thing they'd love to find would be Flute, because then you can find out... the full picture, basically.
Man,
these dig games have been terrible. Not in the execution. Like, he's digging fine. But he's up to... That's got to be the full 30, right? 16 and, like... I think it's the whole thing.
Probably close.
It's within 2. That's terrible.
Yeah, so Dan's going to go straight to TR, not even going to check Stumpy, not going to check Hype Cave at all. If Daaanty finds the Flute in Turtle Rock, Daaanty will probably still hover the seed and never go to Hype Cave, right?
Yeah.
Because we're Flute and maybe Ether, but at least just Flute we definitely need for Go mode. And at least for any hover.
Oh, it does not totally toss the bomb away on the ladder there. It's all right, just a tiny
So
scratch.
Linkalot is going to do Smith Chain before Thieves Town. Coming up from this, that makes a little bit of sense. We probably just do Smith and Hammer Pace and maybe Powder. And then we'll probably go into Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daaanty will probably hover Hookshot Cave as well. Maybe. Looking for that flute. Probably will. Alright. Do we need Ether? We do not for TR.
All right. Yeah.
Now if you're Daaanty, do you just go, you clear TR first? I think you do.
Yeah, I mean, you're up here. And
I meant before Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny.
Oh, pretty much the most you really get to skip is bridge, right?
Exactly. So I think you just clear it.
Yeah.
So if you're a SirLinkalot fan, I think you kind of really just want to see the flute, like soon. So it wasn't on Smith, wasn't on Powder, so.
Yeah, we're potentially just like buried in a really hard spot because he's a little bit lagging to Daaanty at the moment.
Gonna catch up on the crystals here. Doing Thieves Sound.
Yeah, I think I misspoke earlier. I might have said Hookshot was on blind. It was in Hype Cave, though, which is why Link has it, not Daaanty. Yeah.
But, no Hookshot, no cape, no Burna. We got to do this
just
the vanilla way.
Yeah.
Cry about it.
Elevator
there's the shovel.
Ah, neat.
Amazing.
Yeah. I really wanted that one on Ped last seed.
But there's a shovel Ped?
No. The way the last one went, it was just drug out so long it may as well have been. But anyway. A TR shovel.
Alright. Yeah, so we're going to full clear DR here. Daaanty is going to probably stop opening chests after... I'd say that Daaanty stops opening chests completely as soon as he finds the flute.
Oh, for sure.
He's probably just going to go.
Yeah, because he knows where silvers are.
Might not even grab them.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's true, too. He might feel like, okay, cool. But, yeah, it's pretty much on his way.
Yeah, did dig game, skipped out on Smith Chain, didn't do Stumpy, didn't do Hype Cave, so, you don't have a reason to ever go up the Lumberjack tree. Like, I don't know when does Daaanty ever going to be back up there unless he has to go to Skull Woods, right?
Yeah.
Or Graveyard Ledge. So yeah, Dante's probably just committed to like, I'm not getting those.
Just find me a flute. We'll see where it ends up because it may be in, Skull Woods.
Yeah. Dunko wins again.
Yep. Dunko always wins. Getting the mass fairy party here.
Yeah, well, we've got, what, 7 hearts, I think? 1, 2,
Yeah.
Yep, 7 hearts.
And need all the help you can get then, even with the blue mail and even with the decent sword. It's just like, you take a pokey hug and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, where'd my health go?
I think it's probably, what, 2 on? I think it's 4 on green. So
yeah, it's
probably
probably 2 on blue, yeah.
Oh, wow, I've never seen the bomb go that far.
Yeah, right.
What was that?
Yeah. You need to blow it in from the other side. Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of doing the big chest before. 1 item from Go Mode, doing the big chest before Mimic Cave. Although you're going to do Mimic Cave no matter what on Dante's side because you're still looking for Ether just in case.
That's true.
Rewarded with an ace heart.
Yeah, wow. Link getting it at the same time via heart pieces. And 1 rupee. Hooray. Slick dash that out on the roller. And see, does not want to give up the goods yet.
Alright, we'll see if Laser Bridge contains our flute, our musical instrument of magical powers.
Yup. And
Right. See Daaanty's laser skips.
And there's like so many other places it could be. So if it ends up here, yeah, it's just
Ice Palace, everything.
Pretty decisive.
I think we're in. I think the lasers only do 1 heart. Yeah. So there's a shield. Alright, so not yet. Wonder if Daanty's gonna powder the anti-fairy? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, they're here. You may as well.
Nope.
But maybe not.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh, and right when he decides to come back. All right. Well, we'll see how that plays out. He's got 4 hearts, full magic. Yeah, I mean,
should be fine.
Yeah, he's solid. I know he does the quick strats for this, so unless something gets out of pocket, then
Linkalot is gonna go. Look like definitely get our. Definitely get the silver arrows here.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's one of those things where you've got the boots. They made you do Aga. You did everything in this direction. And yeah, not a scratch on Daaanty there for the Trimax fight.
Textbook. Okay, that does unlock Pyramid Fairy, which may be why Daaanty chose to do this instead of Hype Cave.
That's true. Yeah, get it all together.
I mean, do you go into Hype Cave expecting to do Hype Cave into Big Bomb and then get the hook shot and then be like, oh man, do I actually do... do I
go back down the swamp?
Do I go back and do Swamp?
I mean, I don't know.
Before Big Bomb, or what do I do? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm sure we're about to find out.
The best thing would be if we get the flute here in Super Bunny. That'd be great. You have the opportunity to get it like really early. There's Burna, so that does put Spike Cave in.
Yeah, blue item had me jump a little bit.
That does put Spike Cave in logic. I feel like you probably get it if you're Daaanty here, especially since Daaanty is almost certainly going to hover Hookshot Cave, so he'll be done with the mountain.
Yeah.
I think you do still hover Hookshot Cave here because the flute can just be here. The hookshot can be on one of the checks down low you never check.
Right. The thing you're banking on in Daanty's position is skipping hookshot, so do the things you'd do if you were skipping hookshot. So I think you're exactly right.
Yeah, Link following.
Hey, click, clack, click, clack.
There we go.
Just blue rupee. Can't play that one.
All right, and I imagine this is probably going to be Spike Cave into... maybe not. Maybe we're going to mirror. No, we're going to Spike Cave.
Yeah, may as well try it out while you're up here. Otherwise, the next time you're up here, be GT, right?
Yeah. The one slightly annoying thing about doing Spike Cave is that when you save and quit, you're going to end up on the pyramid, and then you're going to have to mirror, and then you're going to have to save and quit again.
That's true. That's true. Although, I mean, if he wants to do south, does he just run?
Maybe.
I
don't know,
mean, it's probably not quicker, but I mean, if you were feeling flustered about the save and quit, you're just like, whatever.
It might
run
be
off
faster.
the pyramid.
It might be faster to just run.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure.
Yeah. We'll see what he decides to do with it.
Just go to Ice Palace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're gonna save and quit. Yeah. I think this makes sense. I think it's probably easier to just say, all right, I'm just gonna save and quit.
Yeah.
And deal with it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of reasons to run that screen in the other direction.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a rhythm thing. Like you're always popping out of here to take this portal.
I think Linkalot actually checking all hookshot cape before TR, which, I mean, I guess actually does make sense since you're probably checking this no matter what, unless you find ether in TR, right? Because you're still not going to leave all the hookshot cape, I would, with the chance that you might need ether even if you found flute.
Yeah, yeah.
So you might as well just check it. But all right, so Daaanty going to pick up the hookshot.
There it is.
Gonna have a nice big choice to make on whether or not we do Swamp Palace now, and that's, I'm sure, the slightly annoyed but also a little
Yeah, because it's like
thoughtful.
6 items. It's like it could definitely be there, but it's like also I just went and did that 5-6 crystal pair to get this working, so it'll be there.
The thoughtful and annoyed look on his face was, do I do Swamp now, or do I do Big Bomb?
Yeah,
We have decided to do Big Bomb.
yeah, because it is big and also a bomb.
Yeah, I mean, Big Bomb is actually really quick because we've killed Aga.
Yeah, that's
So.
the only good thing, at least in my mind, that comes out of doing the Aga is if you
You
end
can
up
do
doing
Big
Big Bomb, you can do it the cool way. Hook tech,
Frame
love it.
rolled, awesome.
Dang. Here we go.
All right, we'll see what we get.
How important was this pyramid today? We had a moon pearl.
That's true.
And what's in the chewy caramel center?
Not the flute.
Nope.
All right, do you do ice first, or do you do?
They're both pendants, and there's way more items in swamp, so I feel like you go swamp.
Really? I think ice is faster.
Yeah.
I think you just do ice. I think you mirror.
Oh, well, that's true. He's got the cane, and I
catfish.
keep forgetting that,
Yep.
like...
It's just so fast to get the
yeah.
3 checks plus the green pendant, right? So it's 4.
Yeah.
Plus, you can go up here, get catfish, mirror, go through the swimming portal. It's faster.
That's probably his
chain
thinking
together.
with the routes here.
Getting frame rolled again.
Jeez.
Awesome. It's the worst ropa in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're all pretty bad, but...
Oh, that's definitely the worst one.
Yeah. Be on your way to mirror and get some potion or something. You're like,
Now, the energy run, when you come up to catfish to get Quake, you dash through that guy. It's just...
And if you get framed, yep.
A lot of people get so annoyed by that guy. They literally
It's just like reset.
no, they do a slightly, like a very ever so slightly slower strat just to avoid the frame rule there. You like run through the bush, run up and around, so you dash straight through him and don't end up on the bottom. Where are we going here? We're gonna mirror now? No, we're gonna run down.
Interesting.
Graveyard Ledge.
Yep.
And maybe silvers. I mean, this is the closest he's ever gonna be. If we're gonna get silvers, we're getting it now.
Basically.
Right. We'll know if Daaanty just jumps off the ledge here. And then we'll be back to Swamp or Ice.
Yep.
The greatest pendant choice in the world. I've lost. I think I myself have lost several races to literally that choice. I mean, just
and
which
the other
pendant?
thing,
Pick a pendant. Any pendant.
Have either of them actually gone in the Skullwoods
Nope.
yet?
Nope. So Daaanty might go into Skullwoods here.
Yeah. Can we get Donko on the phone?
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, this is the truest form of pick a pendant, any pendant, right?
Yep.
Literally pick a pendant. You can clear all 3 of the pendants. None of them you would like to clear.
Yeah.
One of them you have to at least grab the item out of.
Yeah.
Not sure which one. And neither are our runners, which actually makes Dante's lead, not as massive.
Yeah, it's
because
totally
it
fluid
literally
at this point
is
because
if Linkalot decides to go to the correct dungeon, so if say Linkalot goes to Swamp and that's where the progression is, and Daaanty does all of Ice and Skullwoods.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely the opportunity to basically completely even this out as SirLinkalot gets towards the end of Turtle Rock
now,
here.
I think that Daaanty currently having flashbacks to the main tournament final game last year against Gamachu with the flute on Ped.
Oh.
So that is one reason to go do Skullwoods first.
You know
from
that, I
Daaanty.
mean, that's all technically here too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so well, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean, that's probably another reason why Daaanty would say, hey, let's go do Skullwoods. Did skip Silvers, just not gonna get him.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing Skullwoods here, I think checking the pedestal is actually very smart. I think I probably would have done it after Skullwoods, but
yeah. Tiny magic refill.
It's a half magic. Which is really happen. I do like how they added a separate text box. I've never seen it actually.
Yeah. I hadn't seen it yet either.
So half magic in this rule set is actually replaced by a small magic decanter, and I didn't realize that there was specific texts for the small magic decanter on the pedestal.
Yeah.
Now we know. I guess I don't know what it buys you to check ped prior to Skullwoods, because if you just find Flute and Skullwoods, then you don't have to.
Yeah.
You have to finish it.
Yeah.
Right, and Daaanty didn't do the front first, and so Daaanty doesn't know.
I guess the only other thing it would get you is if you got through here and it wasn't Flute on Moth or in the front. If you already knew it was on Ped, but you could check after, like you said, you wouldn't do the front of Skullwoods.
True.
Yeah. I mean, unless you need ether.
but if you're doing it, oh, that's true. You don't even know if you need ether.
Yeah, we're all worried about Flute. We still
might need ether.
Yeah. All right, so that's fun.
Well, we're running a little low on checks, right? And so ether can only be in, like, it's not going to be in Mire.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it could technically be in Mire, but then we wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
Right. And so ether could definitely be in GT, right? So that's a whole bunch of check that ether could just be in logically, and so it reduces the likelihood we need it.
Yeah.
Right. So you look at 3 medallions and you think, oh, this is a 33% chance that I need ether. It is nowhere near 33% in the situation, right? Because if it could be in GT because we don't need it, then it's less than 30 or more. Yeah, less than 33% chance that we need it. All right, so we're getting the Try Next fight here from SirLinkalot. Daaanty going to go back to the front of Skullwoods here and get the second item. Probably still not going to get silvers. Let's see if a certain Dunka gets the last laugh.
Solid fight from Link. Did get one streak of ice on the floor, but
there's second item. Nothing's front of school. Actually, you couldn't even have gotten that earlier. So
right, the big keel moth. Yeah. Yeah,
well, I guess you could have. You had Fire Rod, but you couldn't just dip to the front.
Yeah.
So Daaanty is gonna get silvers, I think. Maybe no.
Nah,
nope.
JK.
Just gonna go do Smith Chain, right? We haven't done Smith.
Seems like it.
No, Daaanty. So Smith, Hammer Bakes,
down here.
Powder. Yeah. So Linkalot's gonna do Spike Cave, and then Linkalot gets to pick a pendant.
Yay.
Probably after Big Bomb, but you never know. You could just pick a pendant.
Yeah. I mean, if he skips Big Bomb, that plays well for him because he's just skipping 305 rupees.
If Linkalot goes into Swamp or Ice Palace, then that's good news. This play from Daaanty, though, into the Smith Chain, into the purple chest, kind of makes me think that we're going to choose Swamp Palace, right? Because you're going to be right there after you mirror
pretty close by
Bombo's tablet, right? You just jump off and run over there.
For either of the two picks, too, I mean, you can basically, you're going to mirror, then you either float over to 8, or you just get in the swamp.
And Linkalot, well, so Linkalot also gonna mirror here, and save a quit.
Bonk.
I was gonna say if Linkalot had done what Daaanty had done and went over to Catfish, then I would say, hey, it would make sense to go do Ice Palace, just jump into the portal after you check Catfish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was definitely the opportunity for that play at some point. But for now,
so this is so Linkalot is gonna do one of the, well, we still don't know. It could be Red Bomb Shovel. Did Daaanty do the shovel? I don't think Daaanty did.
No. Was the one thing left, I guess. And Red Roop's out of the red soups.
Nice. All right.
Well,
let's see what the shovel has. I think this is on the right side of TR, right? So
I guess so. Oh, I was blue. I was really thinking Vanilla Flute for a sec.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so, I mean, Linkalot goes into Swamp Palace or Linkalot goes into Ice Palace, then, that's an opportunity for this lead to shift. For sure. I think we are going to go into this portal at least. And so, again, this is still going to open up either Big Bomb or Ice or Swamp. So, I mean, we have no idea what he's going to do.
Yeah. I mean, we always keep forgetting like the one little thing.
Yeah, this looks like Big Bomb.
Yeah.
I think, Skullwoods is kind of appealing because you get to check pet and just know whether or not you need to just go clear everything quickly, right?
Yeah.
But, and Big Bomb's so fast with
Aga. Yeah.
Although, sad.
He's not thinking of it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people made this mistake.
Yeah.
We can relate. But,
yeah, the shovel check now for Daaanty. Leaves it. Rip Stumpy.
Yep, Daaanty gets to go. I mean, that tree's still alive.
Not as we know it, Jim. No.
Yeah. There are green leaves on that tree.
Yeah. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Yeah.
Gonna check this. Gonna check Bombos Tablet.
Yeah.
Which Linkalot already did. Linkalot do Bombos Tablet? I think so. I'm not sure. Actually,
I don't remember anybody doing it, but it could be just out of my mind.
We did. Almost positive. Watch it be. It's gonna be the flute.
Yeah, I mean, very well could be. It's just up here,
But I think that Daaanty probably goes into Swamp Palace next, right?
It's really at this point kind of preference because we got the extra item out of ice with green pendant. We got the it looks like going back in probably Swamp. Because you flute there if you're going to ice, right?
You don't have to flute.
Yeah,
but it
got me good.
It does look like it does look like we are going into Swamp Palace though. So both runners going to be in Swamp Palace similarly timed.
Yeah.
I think I would do ice first. I think it's so much faster.
Yeah, I mean
but it's pick a pendant. It doesn't matter.
Being able to ice break with the cane does make it really nice. So
it feels really bad in this situation where you're like, well, this is literally pick any pendant. And it could be in any of the dungeons because I haven't touched any pendant.
Yeah.
And it just, you're like, well, this is the kind of seed where you're not feeling good no matter what you do unless you literally pick the right pendant first try.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you don't pick the right pendant and you keep going, like either your opponent picked the right pendant and you just lose because both runners are, good, or you picked wrong. Or you picked wrong, they picked right, and you lose. Or you both picked the same, and hopefully you win on execution, right? But it never feels good because you never feel like it's mostly execution. Like this feels a lot more rando. I think whenever you just pick a pendant.
Right. A little bit of that agency stripped away, but we'll see what happens here. Since they're both here, it is just going to come down to who can do it faster. Obviously, Daaanty with the lead at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it can also come down to left side Swamp. Do you do left side first? Do you go in? Do you go to the back first?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking for one, maybe two items, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a.
Do you? Yeah, maybe you.
I think you probably
run
skip it.
You get the big key, and then you come back, and you're like, all right, well, I guess I'll check.
It's hard to say. I mean, if you don't find Ether, it's like there is a chance that Ether is needed, and it also could be in Swamp after the flute if the flute is here. All of which would be bad things.
Right, so.
Daaanty about what? A water drain and 3 rooms ahead?
Something like that.
There's the big key. That's good.
Convenient again.
It does make you want to skip left side even more.
Yeah, I mean, right now the dungeon items are at large, and they remain at large. So, for now.
Yep, I think you definitely skip it here for now. And we'll probably end up with one item on left side, and we won't know what it is. And do you skip it? You picked if you don't get the flute, you picked the wrong pendant, right? Like that's what you have to feel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, you might need Ether, and it could be Ether. That's the
weird
thing. But
still no dungeon items.
Yeah, with flute at least you can go check, and Swamp's right there. but then now you've got more checks available.
When you got to
ice.
drain swamp twice.
Yeah.
The draining swamp takes a long time. So we've got at least none items yet, right? We still don't have any dungeon items. So Argus
so
could just say, hey, don't do left side today because it's dungeon items alone. Man, it's so rare to see a swamp where you don't have to do the left side is both dungeon items. That's actually pretty rare.
Yeah. So far, so good. Argus could have some bad news, though.
Yeah.
Could have some really good news, though.
Like, at most, one item on left side, right? But maybe none.
Mm-hmm.
So one item makes it really bad in a situation where you got to choose a pendant. I think for Daaanty, you probably go back in. Because you got nothing left except for ice, right? So I don't know what it'll do. We'll see if this is a dungeon item or not. I guess that's the real question first. And it is. So there's one item on left side swamp.
And it might be flute.
And it might be the flute.
Nope. It might be ether, which would be even worse in a weird way.
Because
you're gonna go to ice and then you're not gonna get it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's I feel like you skip it. Yep. I can't fault the play.
Well,
I guess the
interesting thing, the interesting thing here is that we know now that left side swamp won't have both of those items.
That's true. We can't have
so,
both.
and we still don't know if we even need ether, so that just might be a non-issue. But you've got your 4 potential items when you consider the green pendant here now, versus your 1.
You would definitely,
frankly, about as much effort for each set, right?
I mean, you would definitely rather it be ether than flute.
Yeah.
Right? If it's flute, then you have to go. Or you would rather it be flute than ether, right? Because if it's flute, you have to go check the mire area first.
Yeah.
It wastes a little bit of time.
Yeah. Which, of course, then, like, it could be the meme with Meyer, the keys under the mat, right? So it could be ether, and then ether's just in shed.
Yep.
Just end the suffering a little early.
Yeah, so Daaanty's just a little bit ahead on the pendant plays.
Yeah. I mean,
there's the flute.
We got a flute.
Daaanty, I think this early in ice house. Yeah, this
totally,
early in ice, you definitely go just get the info, see if you need either. Probably not, but you never know.
And because we have mirror and they're in Dark World, and
I don't know why. Oh yeah, we do have to save it quick because we don't have the flute activated.
Oh yeah, true. You activate the dang thing.
You get it this late. You're like, oh, I forgot. Ooh, I'm surprised that Daaanty didn't take the heal. No, didn't take the heal from the priest for Meyer 2, which is probably coming up immediately. So Linkalot going back in.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
So this is it ether essentially, right? So Linkalot way behind if it's not ether.
Yeah, if it's ether, it's brilliant.
Yeah, if it's ether, that's crazy.
Like if the item is ether and ether is required,
and it's required. Yeah, there are like 2 things that need to happen if you're a Linkalot fan, because Daanty's got a pretty commanding lead with Linkalot going into the left side here.
Yeah.
We'll know very shortly.
Yep.
All right, Daaanty it's saying, oh, it is ether. That's so bad.
And now there's still like 3 outs here for Daaanty. So we'll see. The meme is that the key is under the mat.
There's a heart container. Oh, there it is. All right.
I mean,
I'm so glad this is in a nice balance.
Definitely would have. Oh God, yeah, it could have been there too.
I mean, he had 2 more items: Ice Palace plus Green Pendant plus the left side swap item. So this is looking really good for Daaanty at this point.
Yeah.
Probably feeling not great because we did do Skullwoods before. We picked the wrong pendant, right? It's the shortest of the 3.
Yeah.
But
had that.
Oh no!
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, it's just more stuff to check.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go do it because at this point you're kind of in that chase mode, right?
No, are we going to ice? No, what are we doing?
I don't know. Oh, does the portal?
We don't have the flute.
Yeah. Yeah, nice portal though.
So get Meyer 2 here. So Daaanty definitely in go mode. See what kind of Meyer we get here. Is it going to be the Hovers, Godmire, Big Key on the bridge? Daaanty would love it.
Yep.
And we'd all be treated to Daaanty hovering the Mire gap. That would be fun. Darn.
Nah, compass.
Are we going to go back in the portal on Linkalot's side?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, is still a quick Mire though.
Yeah, nice.
Good, so there's the big key. So here's the Ice Palace. We're going to get our flute for Linkalot. Then we'll be following Daaanty into Misery Mire.
Yep. Pretty much the only options left, so. Yeah, which I guess that quick Mire is going to be definitely the nail. Like if it was down to a cutscene or something, it might shake out a little differently, but
I mean, if you're Linkalot, well, I don't know. You neither runner probably feels very good. Like honestly, just with the pick a pendant and Daaanty picking Skull first, and it being just there, going back in for left side feels really bad for.
And
for Link,
we still have the possibility that Link decides to keep going.
Yeah, if Link,
too.
and
we've
already done
what if it's on green
in Swamp?
Yeah.
Link doesn't have the information for. I doubt it. I bet we leave.
Yeah.
It's so fast to get back there.
Yeah, because we're so early in the dungeon, it would still have been surprising to keep going.
Daaanty, you know the silver arrows we could have had?
Yeah.
Would have made this a lot
Didn't
easier.
you remember you had a video fight coming
were
up?
right there.
All you gotta do is poke a guy in the eye 2 times. No.
All right,
But
so this is fine. So Daaanty now has 7 crystals.
Yep.
So there's are there numbers in chat? There are not. No one's spamming numbers yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, number spam time.
All right, where do you think it's gonna be?
I always go random room top left.
Rando room top left. Huh?
Yeah.
I just picked 5.
Yeah. But we are getting some numbers, including a first-time chat with the number 10. But yeah, if you really don't know what's going on, there's 27?
Yep, 20. Wait, no, not 27.
27 chests because of the big chest. But you can't get there without the big key, which is what we're looking for.
There's 22 checks.
Oh, I'm thinking the total. Yeah, there's 4 upstairs. Jesus, I haven't done this in a while. Yeah. So 122. Tell us where the big key is. We're going off of Daanty's route. We don't know what he's gonna do.
Is it 22? I don't even think about it anymore. I just check every check. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the number in the credits is 27 because it's 1 big chest, 4 upstairs.
Yep. We just immediately open that. All right, there we go.
Yep. Pays out.
So we're gonna get the quick Mire here. We're gonna get GT from Daaanty. You know, I mean, this could. I don't want to say the GT. It'd have to be really. It would have to pretty much be tile room, and Linkalot would have to do it first. Right. This is pretty big gap here from.
Yeah, at this
Daaanty.
point.
All right, let's see the wonderful Mire 2. One of the most fun rooms once you learn the quick strategies for.
Oh yeah,
it's a very fun.
He's got his beam,
strategy.
so we dash, we slash.
We weren't even on the fire rod, so we weren't going for the.
That's all good.
All right, looks like Daanty's gonna go with some Dark Magician strats here. So we're gonna mirror out of the Stelphos room.
Right. Small key again. Oh.
I don't think you could do that with that specific key.
Oh, right, because of it being a placed one.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I think
something
I don't
weird
think
about
it works.
Yeah.
Small key. What's 1, 2, 3? That's 4, 5. I'm wrong.
Yeah, now off to the right side now.
All right, and we got a hope for Vicky.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, so not really any opportunity at all for Linkalot to make up much time.
Yeah.
So we can go Hope Room first, and you make up a little bit of time. But it's
and you still
not
need key,
nearly
at
enough.
least one key, right?
Yep.
And maybe it's in the other box.
Yep.
But yeah, Daaanty on his climb now. Linkalot almost a video.
Did we boots dust there? Are we even going for spooky?
Oh, to be honest, I didn't notice.
Nope, I didn't think so. We didn't even boots dust.
Yeah.
I think he used the No, we didn't even have to go anywhere with torches. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Silver Arrow is gonna make video a lot easier on Linkalot's side. Good Ganon balls
Nice.
for Daaanty. Now we're on the gauntlet here. Not the best archer.
This is another place where silver arrows help out a lot too. You can just take down Zazax if they cooperate.
Yeah, I turn them off with the gauntlet actually,
Yeah.
because it's
Wait, you can introduce a fair bit of lag with all the
Yep.
moving parts. Yeah.
yeah, the silver sparkles actually like lag quite a bit.
Yeah.
So for a gauntlet, I like to turn it off because there's enough
There's
enough
so
good
much going on.
strats in
Yeah.
in the gauntlet climb for each of those rooms.
Yeah. Daaanty going for the heal there.
There's the powder coming in. Yeah, what a gross pattern. that was pretty gross.
Yeah. Did not like him, Sam I am.
Alright, so Linkalot also has 7 crystals and gonna head up to GT, probably get that big key, not too late.
Yeah. Wiz 2 there, always fun for Daaanty.
That's another one of those just fun strats.
Yeah.
They're just satisfying.
Mm-hmm. Well, because those enemies are so annoying otherwise. You're like, oh, nope, you don't get to shoot.
So Daaanty done with the majority of the GT climb here, so
Yep.
torches 2.
Yep. We'll see about when the entry happens compared to Dante's Moldorm 2 fight, but that'll more or less be the gap.
Daaanty's not fighting Moldorm. Are you
Or,
kidding?
well, yeah, I mean, he'll be in the arena for a brief amount of time. And I mean, hey,
he might fight him.
and
he might.
Yeah,
but I
and
doubt
mean
it.
the other one anyway.
Yeah, we're not fighting.
When he went forward, he ended up getting bounced anyway. So yeah,
There we go.
tap dancing across the gap, pulling through the push block, and a room that has a hilarious capacity to get out of hand.
Yeah,
Just one last bit of comedy for your run, and then yeah.
It's like one of the best rooms in the game in Swordless.
Oh yeah, God.
When you're playing without a sword, that room is
Yeah.
like incredible.
Yeah. Notably,
Really
without the
fun.
sword, you can't deflect the enemies when you dash, so you're just like, yeah, eat.
You should use the cape.
Well, that
Put it
too.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero.
Yeah. There you
All
go.
right, there goes Aga 2.
Yeah, force feeding the projectiles back at him.
Yep, and we're doing the same GT route for SirLinkalot.
Yeah,
So-
and it'll pay
Oh.
off exactly the same.
No, we already got the big key, and I didn't even notice. I lied.
Oh, dang, yeah.
We didn't even have to go all the way to the.
Oh, yeah, because he had a different small key count.
Yeah, went ahead and got both small keys.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
Save
it's-
yourself the time killing the Helma.
yeah.
All right. Daaanty dropping into Ganon first here.
Yep.
No silvers.
It's true. That is going to drag this out a little further, but
Not too far.
nah.
I think it ends up
I
being
guess
like
with this-
35 seconds or something like that for a
Yeah.
really good runner.
Yeah, the only way it really comes into play here is basically just spins have a little bit extra recoil, and as the gaps form around the edge of the room, these accidents happen sometimes.
No, bad bats. I hate those bats.
Oh, yeah. And we got
Not
burnout
dealing with
out.
All right. on to phase 3.
Yep. We'll see about these teleports so far. Okay, there he goes.
Look, Ganon just likes to move around.
Yeah.
He's having a good time.
And the dodge comes down here, spams out to get the torch. We're going to start the spins. It's 1, 2. Oh, slightly early with fire rod shot. Able to sneak it around. 3rd hit. 4.
All right. I was going to say we're 4 silver arrows away, but
5.
I have already said several times that he never grabbed the silver arrows.
I mean, we're still 4 silver arrows away, I think. I was going to say with the next spin, I think we get back down to 3, or I don't know if the counters work differently.
Daaanty's a little low on magic here, actually.
Yeah, I forget what he's got in his jars, if anything.
Better stop missing the spins.
Yeah, he was doing a couple of hugs. Things are getting just all sorts of weird. Not doing all right.
Nah, we're going to be okay, I think. We got plenty of magic. Hey,
There it
there
is.
goes the pig.
So GG's the Daaanty. He's just got to wait a sec. Let that bridge fall.
All right.
And there we go.
There we go.
Around a 129.33-ish.
Yeah.
And that's going to spell victory for him. Looks like Link is
Link-
fine with ending that
We're
one.
done.
Yeah. And GG's to them both.
Just GG's.
Yeah, right to no signal. Nah. But yeah, so get them in the chat. And thanks for hanging out. We'll have the runners over for an interview in just a bit.
I like the classic no signal.
Oh yeah, the test card.
The test
yeah,
card.
dope. Yeah.
I think shortly, since we are live here at this event,
Oh yeah.
wonderfully, we're going to have both runners join us over here in a little bit.
Yeah, I
for
was gonna say.
interviews. So we'll get that set up real quick.
Yeah. They'll be coming by soon. I think I'm gonna scoot. Yeah. But yeah, GG's Daaanty, GG's Link.
Yo,
That was,
GG's.
GG's.
You know, I think we say it about it seems like so many seats, but that was a rough one.
I knew it was going to be rough when we literally got to Dark World and needed, like, what was it, 2 and then maybe 3, and it ended up being 3 items for Go mode. It was
Yeah.
I was
Cool,
like,
they could be anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a Magnet Hands is a runner who always says something about making a Wild Boy play,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
kind of was thinking, man, if Linkalot makes a Wild Boy play, like, I am sunk.
Oh, it's,
And honestly, like, I did think, after I did Turtle Rock, I was like, I should just go to Ice. Because nothing's really been behind the nits, but
Yeah.
it didn't feel good doing that either.
Yeah.
So,
And with the weird, like, delayed pearl, but it was like fire rod mitts and flips early.
The
like,
light world, the
Ack
light
would have been
world.
screaming.
I was like, where was the Moon Pearl? I was like, I'm tired of these, like,
Yeah.
80-minute,
Yeah.
what feels like Moon Pearls.
Yeah.
when you got the book on the mountain, you're just like, come on.
It's
You
like-
have to be like, really?
Yeah, I mean, you could go back, I guess, and, like, I mean, I don't know if you did. I didn't go back and look and read the tablet.
Yeah,
because
I did before going.
Okay.
I was just like,
So-
I don't want to do egg unless I have to.
at that point I had,
Not before Master Sword, though.
right.
You both got Master Sword and then went to Ether Tablet before
Like,
Aga.
my literal thought process with that was I could do Aga, but I did that in SGL 2019 in a different race, and I just remember it burning me so hard. Like, it
Yeah,
sealed the deal, so I was like, I have 2 checks.
Yep.
Let's just try and maybe ride Execution, and if it's on the pyramid, then it's just
That's
on the
on the
pyramid.
Yeah. I mean, the time cost is what? A mountain climb to check Ether Tablet before Aga, or an entirety of Aga if it was
Yeah.
just Ether Tablet.
Yeah, I
So
was
what
weighing
do you
that
do?
out a good bit, trying
Yeah.
to think what would be best.
You definitely end up in this seed in the worst position that I find in Rando is that you've got 3 pendants, all of them you can full clear, and you need 1 item, maybe
Yeah.
2, but you need basically 1 item, so you're like, well, pick a pendant, and
Yeah.
I hope I pick the right one,
Right.
or that my opponent picks the same ones, in order, which Daaanty, you actually ended up doing Skull Woods and finishing it.
Okay, so did you not?
I didn't touch Skull Woods
Oh
literally
man,
at all.
Dunka is somewhere screaming at you, and he would be wrong, but Dunka is somewhere screaming at you. Like I literally at one point when I was in TR and it was nothing, I kind of just mouthed to myself. I was like, "It's gonna be in Skullwood."
Yeah.
But
so, what was the thought process behind the 2 pennant picks? You went to Swamp first. Was it just the item count, or was it anything else to contribute?
Mine was just I felt behind at that point in Daaanty. I'm just like, I need to make a play, and I'm like, Ice Palace is probably the smart play right now, which is probably the play he'll make. So I can't make that. I've got to do Swamp Palace and hope it's there behind there. And as soon as it was empty, I'm just like, yeah.
Did you do left side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleared.
I left one item there, and I was like, that is going to be my grave.
Which it was more of a time sink because it was mushroom too, so I got to go turn that in before Ice Palace too.
Yeah.
So.
And when you're looking for flute,
you don't have a convenient way of doing it, but I was.
Yeah, I mean that was excellent use of the water portals for that though. At least able to leverage that as opposed to just walking around.
Yeah, I honestly, so when you went to Catfish, when you went from Pyramid to Catfish, I thought I was like, oh, he's just going to mirror Catfish, and then he's going to go through the portal and go into Ice Palace, and then you went all the way over to Skull.
Really
you ran back
it.
from Catlin.
And I can just blame Dunka again.
I was going to follow up and ask you, was the Skullwood play just the meme?
You just tell everyone it was the ped check.
So, it literally was like, I just... I cannot get Skullwoods, especially if it's a pendant, out of my head, and I wanted to go there first. Like, doing Aga and then doing, I think it was Pod after that, I literally changed my mind about 10 times during the Pod, the fanfare, thinking, do I start at Link's house? Do I go to Village of Outcast? I could go up, but I could do Smith Chain. I've literally got everything. The game's wide open. I don't know. Those are the C's. It's just kind of like we just played the game and hope stuff happened.
I was going to make Dumbboy play after Pod because that's why I was initially going to, and then I thought about my routing, but I started south at Link's house, and I started Hype Cave. I'm like, I'm going to do Dumbboy play. It's like, I can go clear ice right now. Let's just go do it right now. Even with like Crystal Clearable and all that. I'm like, wait a second. I can just take North route all the way to Village of Outcast and do it like that. I'm like, yeah, it's probably a better play right now.
Y'all could have been really silly and before Moon Pearl to Super Bunny Ice Palace. Man.
I considered that too. Just going in and just like, you know what? I can kill myself and then just do ice. Why not?
I think the problem there is that you didn't have health. It was like 4 hearts.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 hearts.
We have Fighter Sword and all that. Yeah. I mean, you guys are certainly capable. It's whether you have the. Yeah.
No, yeah. Whether you want to.
I would totally choke it. We would do it, but I would choke it. So
you could.
I mean, technically the equipment was better than 2019. I don't think we even had a sword going into Ice Palace.
Probably not. I know I did.
I had to fight him with hammers. So.
Oh, okay. I mean, at least neither one of us, I guess, had to check Dark Cross.
Yeah, it had a key.
That's worth noting for folks who came to the match late. This is a grudge match for these two who had to duke it out to make brackets last time we had the live event. So a fun rehash here. But yeah.
But yeah, overall, just I don't know, playing in this environment's fun, but it's also really stressful. I'm worried. Like, I was doing a couple hovers, and I was like, I feel like I'm shaking the whole table. I probably am, but...
So I guess that's actually a question. So when Daaanty was hovering Moldorm 2, did you know?
Nope.
Did you tell?
Yeah.
You couldn't tell?
Okay.
Well, you couldn't hear it.
Props to
I couldn't even hear it over the white noise or anything.
Noise cancellation for the win.
I saw, like, every time I would do it in the corner of my eye, I could see, like, Linkalot's, like, screen like shaking, so I was like, he's gonna notice that. But like the disgust on my face was, I was so mad when Hookshot was just chilling in Hype Cave. I was like, this is gonna be a hover seat,
Yeah, that's my worry. It was like when I got in, I saw Swamp was a hook. I'm like, well, here's hover seat. Daanty's just gonna like smoke me because I'm gonna be looking for a hook, and like it just laying there. I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about that at least. So.
Well, that really was your choice, right? So I mean, you were like, all right, I'm gonna go do Big Bomb. I'll do Hype Cave first. You get the hook shot, and were you like, do I just do Swamp and then do it?
Well,
in your mind.
When I got that, I was like, I could go to Swamp now. If I did Swamp right then, I would have probably gone back in, and then I think the bad feeling would have caused me to go to Ice, which would have been the correct play. But doing a full lap around the overworld, it never feels good. It always feels awful.
It feels
overkill.
It feels too thorough.
When you're looking for one thing, or two, but I was so confident Ether wasn't going to be required, and when I saw it, I was like, that's going to be left side Swamp, and I'm going to feel bad.
Yeah, keys under the map, though, just somehow always.
Yeah.
But when it was there, I mean, it literally was the other two items in Ice, Green Pendant or the checks in my
Yeah.
Or left side's one.
I mean, I figured I could flute. I was going to flute straight back to ice because 3 items if you count green pendant.
Yeah, it's pretty big compared to the mental and time weight of.
We did have checkerboard.
Do left yeah,
that was on the table.
Yeah.
Did you go pick up silvers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, because of the way I did my routing, that's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you went
so-
up, you went down. So there
When
was
I-
one last time where it almost made sense for you to grab them, and we're just like,
When
"Ah,
I
he's
ran
not
by
getting
him, I was like, if I get those, like maybe it saves time. And then when I started choking Ganon, I was like, maybe I should have got those. I was like looking like my eyes were moving, thinking like Lego's gonna raise his hand, he's gonna be done. It's gonna be a silver's debacle or something. But
Dang.
yeah.
Well, GG guys, and good luck with the rest of the group stage. Thanks for the interview, the race.
Yeah, thanks for the comms.
Absolutely.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks
a pleasure.
for the tracking too.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever found out
I
who
don't
was
think-
doing
we
it.
have
If
no
you're
idea.
the tracker for this
Yes,
race,
thank
shout
you.
yourself out and
Shout
That
chat.
is literally
give
the
them the love.
hardest job.
Yeah,
Every
no,
time I
and it
do it,
happens
it's
so fast.
terrible.
And that's Obscure Lifeform. Thank you. And with the live
Yeah.
event too, because the thing, the trackers know the way you kind of cheat and get the info you missed is you open up the streamer's stream. Here, you can't do that. They're just on
like-
TVs on
yeah.
the stage. There's nothing you can see.
Yep, there's no rewatching.
Yeah. So thank you, Obscure. Thank you, chat, for tuning in. Always a ton of fun. But I think it's going to do it for us. I'm sure there's another match coming right up, whether it's Link to the Past or something else. But break for 20?
Wind Waker, 20 minutes.
Oh, Wind Waker in 20 minutes. So
Oh baby.
There
yeah,
we go.
same link time, same link network. So keep it on. Thanks
Thanks,
everybody.
guys.
Yep.
Thank you.